Oh, the lighthouse keeper's bicycle was covered with rust and mud. The rattles were indescribable, it shuddered from hub to hub. But twice a day he peddled the track, 5 miles there and 5 miles back, through hurricane, storm and ice, until he sat in the village pub. 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 The lighthouse keeper's bicycle leans on the lighthouse wall, near the neat little whitewashed vestibule at the base of the tower so tall. The muffled cannon in the caves, the organ wind and the seagull's cry, the baleful moan when the foghorn brays, and unknown ships edge warily by. They're all the company he'll get until his lonely watch is done. And down he winds, stone step by step, and tests the back tyre with his thumb. Oh, the lighthouse keeper's bicycle was caked with salt and tar. The brakes, they were derisable, one mudguard swung ajar. But he beat up the track in the north wind's teeth, with the handlebars reading north by east, through hurricane, storm and ice, until his fist go drowned a jar. 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 The lighthouse keeper's bicycle's tied up at the harbour inn. In the parlour bar he drinks his fill of ale, both thick and thin. There were tales to tell, and as midnight neared, the tales grew taller and steeper. But the tallest tales they ever heard were told by the lighthouse keeper. He told how each night he had to pass a haunted farm whose ruins, scarred, stood back from the sea on the lighthouse path. How a ghost stood always in the yard, all clad in white, a spectral hand he'd rear. The barroom chills, the listeners hugged their fright, but the lighthouse keeper said he had no fear, and never failed to wish it a good night. His grave account impressed the simple jury. The silent, smoke-filled parlour was aghast. But a sly one there, who doubted the whole story, slipped out unseen and ran home very fast. He grabbed a sheet, then quickly hies off to the haunted house and waited there. He'd guessed the lighthouse keeper's yarn a pack of lies, and planned a cruel shock to raise his hair. Draped in the sheet he stood. The moon shone eerily. A cold wind whistled round the ruined byres. Meanwhile, the lighthouse keeper, singing beerily, was pumping up his patched and porous tyres. Then he struck a match for his nice nickel, plated acetylene light, and clattered away on his bicycle into the depths of night. When he came by the farm now, what did he see? 'Twas haunted for once. "Oh-ho," says he, "here's one that another's leg tries to pull." "Hello! There's 2 of you there tonight. Good night. Good night." The man leapt out of his skin almost and fled before the wind, pursued by his sheets like an angry ghost. The lighthouse keeper grinned. Now all this happened a long time ago, before I sowed any oats. The lighthouse keeper died, you know, and he joined all the spooks and the spirits and the ghosts. And they tell the tale at the harbour inn, when the window shines like a lantern across the bay where the waves pound in, of the terrible lighthouse phantom. 'Tis an ancient riderless bicycle, covered with rust and mud. As though hurled by a poltergeist, it'll clatter over rocks and scrub. Twice a night when the moon's at its height, comes pelting down the lane with a rattle of chain, through a hurricane, storm and ice, until it reaches the village pub. Pub. Pub.